Embrace yourself. Now that you've diligently attended to your self-healing, are you sensing that something is amiss? Maybe not with regard to what you have done, but with honest consideration, you sense something lacking to complete the picture. It's time to stretch your wings, to wrench your attention from where it has been wrapped, and truthfully assess what's going on. Bright you are, and with heightened appreciation for your purpose, you move forward. With you, and within you, gather healed shards of your soul lens. You've got it together, to some extent. Now, take a holographic look at what's left. The broken images of human nature you see outside of yourself beg for your attention. Let seeds of remembrance fall. Perhaps they'll be noticed. Meanwhile, structure your mind with emphasis on the order of light. How carefully you tend the things that fall to your hands. As a person with some insight, some inner illumination, you're confident in your ability to nurture to transformative goodness a set of circumstances that has engaged your attention as important. How engaged you have been. Now remember that there is more than just one aspect to the whole of the reality that you are dealing with. What you have your eye on may indeed have merit, but you are being called to be in balance with all things now. This is not a dress rehearsal for stepping into your power. However, it is also not a continuation of the drama, the pathos, the holy war that has been yours to hold in sanctity. Close to your heart, you might be guarding that which delights the awakened part of your mind. Celebrate this, of course, but not to the exclusion of all that such bright power has to offer. Are you answering a call, or merely entertaining yourself with a feeling of having done well in a basket of situational expediencies? The whole picture before you requires your attention, and it's high time to mindfully apply a holographic perspective. No more can you maintain the status quo in the tension you have been pulling on the threads of reality fabric in your care. Keep them taut by applying pressure where you can, of course. This will aid in the whole paradigm around you coming into a semblance of order where your concerns will make sense. While you have your mind laser-focused on the internal mechanics at work in your personal healing, allow your senses to stretch out into the world at large with your lens clear and well lit. This moment of heightened awareness is one of triumph in many ways. Your ego carries itself well within a golden pod of disciplined self-assessment. The true you is shining now, your personal best that has been brewing for a lifetime, coming into a fullness of recognition. All that has contributed to your being from outside of the temporal envelope of now streams toward the nexus point of your core sense of self. Who you are comes into knowing, and a carriage appropriate to your mission emerges from within the idea of yourself. True nobility, blessedness, sanction of higher realms kisses your mind with light, triggering life within you to respond in a heightened manner. Remembrance embraces you. Now, with confidence, make your way from where you have been preparing your superpowers toward the fulfillment of your mission. It can happen in an instant, yet with regard to the cyclical nature of time, your now moment of awareness finds patience within the continuum. A fractal piece of time seized from universal absolute in a flash of realization is all you need to guide you on your way. Remember in your triumph over the restraints of programming the echoes of yourself from other situations. Not always has your awareness been so luminous, so sure. Even in your ignorance you garnered some wisdom. Perhaps it was a simple chance occurrence that drew you to face your fate. Be it toward a promising end or a flight of fancy, you heeded some call. Allow the childlike spirit of this aspect of yourself to accompany you as you stride now more nobly toward what requires your attendance. You've made inroads. You've breached a big, imposing barrier of integrated selfhood. Can you extend remembrance beyond the confines of balmy self-reflection? The warm comfort of satisfaction stops cold when you see before you some manifestation of spiritual poverty. Reminders of your own failure to rise above the mutual programming of participation in shadow play abound just past the edge of that comfort space. If you can arrange your mental projection just so, you'll be able to see through the lens of reality from the side where the light shines, rather than where the benightedness obscures understanding. Can you cope with the meaning of what your soul shows you when you stretch self-identification with the human condition to the limit? There go I may challenge you. Yet in seeing yourself in the destitute state of another lost to the light of awakened consciousness, you find a key to erasing stark boundaries. In doing so, you come a step closer to your own personal integration, and by tuning into the holographic mindset, you do much to heal the broken whole. Where you dare to expand your awareness to confront aspects of self that are yet lost, finding no hope in external conditions to step into the radiance of divine identification, you encounter an opportunity to renegotiate a polarity. Communicate through crystallizations of thought where streams of fluid argument freeze solid. Thus can your love for who you have become embrace the you who wanders, broken and in shock at hard lessons and crippled spirit. Thus can you become your own nemesis and surprise yourself with love again. This week's contemplation from the pages of Opalescence. Your perfection of being human and divine as a physicality on earth raises your ascension to the level of creator of now, and is achieved conveniently enough by accepting now as it is and knowing it is good. Everything that arranges itself around that core stance drapes neatly and oh so beautifully around samples of correspondingly beautiful realities. By not remembering pieces of past pain, you remember imperfectly. However, by remembering pain gone on too long, you prevent perfection from underpinning your reality. By remembering you experienced pain, letting go and moving on to a new remembrance of self as rememberer of soul's experience and dreamer of a new reality too wonderful for words, creating reality is as easy as falling off a log. Thank you for listening. If you like this channel, please be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can keep up with all the new videos that come out. I thank you all for your kind support, and if you are interested in helping this channel along, please visit ko-fi.com/divine9 where you can buy a coffee or subscribe for monthly support. Everything's greatly appreciated and helps extend the mission of the League of Light. Please visit me at ninespath.com and explore all of the books and videos and writings and drawings that the League of Light has transmitted through me, and be ready to change your world. Until next time, have a great week.